Your device, Sam. Okay.
And we are on.
Hey, folks. Good morning. Welcome to Phoenix Business Exchange East End Edition on this fine April. My gosh, everything's
April.
backwards. The coffee has not gone through. We are November 5th. And so that means the winter is going to be soon upon us. That means tire changes, furnace tune-ups, the usual things, the usual suspects. So I'm going to share a screen with you. It's going to be the Phoenix Business Exchange website, pbex.ca, pbex.ca. If you're looking from the outside in, come on in. If you're running a business and you're looking to grow your business, you're looking to have a community, and you're looking to find contacts, people to help uh, let other people know that you exist and what you offer, because that's word of mouth is even stronger than an ad. So Monday morning's Bell Corners. You click here, 8 to 9 Eastern. Wednesday morning, that's now. East End group, click here. Thursday morning, 8 to 9 South End group, click here. The after hours group, we met yesterday. So that was at 7 p.m. on November 4th. And that's about accountability. That's once a month. So the first Tuesday in December, we'll be meeting again. East Trade Winds every Tuesday, 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, and networking free to attend and meet folks from across Canada and overseas. Facebook Live Meditation with Tony. Get your Zen in at 1:30 p.m. on Fridays. In this case, it's November 7th. Sound bathing event. If you need to take that splish splash, taking a bath of sound, come on into Tony's sound bathing event on November 26th at 7 p.m. As in person or online. Penny, meanwhile, is making you move and dance, and movement is medicine with Nia classes, both in person and online. Friends Friday Potluck. That's not a Zoom event. That is an in-person event, November 14th. That's a Friday, and at 6:30 p.m. Far east end of the city of Ottawa. South End Group is meeting in person, and so the Thursday group I was talking about earlier, they are meeting in person on the 27th at 7:30 a.m. That's a hybrid. That's both Zoom and in person at River Lounge. See someone talking here today, and you go, I want to find out more. I want to change my tires, want to get my accounting done, need some Melaleuca, need some social media stuff, any of that stuff. Click here, the QR directory for all members, and you can research out folks. E-cards. So that's part of your membership. If you have an e-card, basically it's a quick link or a QR code that makes it easy for people to reach you. It takes away the friction of remembering what's that phone number, what's that email address, especially when you have a last name like mine, it's almost the password. So, just click and bang and you're in. We've generated over $4.9 million worth of business since 2016 between memberships, between members. And year to date, we're at $174,155. And which brings me to the next point. You know what? If you've done business with other members, let Tony know so we can update these points. Our next point or protocol is Mr. Sam Storrs. He's going to give us an educational moment. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is definitely tire changing season. Time to put on the winter tires, and well, because there's snow planted in the. If you've even looked in the forecast this weekend and coming into next week, so if you haven't got those snow tires installed, you better get it done soon. Besides that, one thing I recommend people check is their antifreeze in their radiator. This little device I have here, you can pick up at Canadian Tire for 12 bucks. It has to be done when the car is cold, so don't expect to drive into your local mechanic and say, hey, test my antifreeze in my radiator, because they won't be able to do it. It has to be done when it's cold. And that device doesn't cost you 15 bucks. I think it's 10 bucks plus tax at Canadian Tire. And the instructions are on the back if you have no idea how to use it. So that's what I'd recommend, making sure you have that, because, well, if your antifreeze isn't up to snuff and we get into the temperatures of minus 22 degrees, like we often do in end of January and February, your antifreeze could freeze itself and crack the block of your engine, costing you thousands of dollars in repairs. So a little device like that can save you a lot of money. Or drop by. That's it for me. Back to you, Freddie.
Sam, thank you so much. And we're live on LinkedIn, and the link is in the chat. So you can post your details, some information about what you're doing, etc. Now we're going to do a round robin of, hey, what's going on in your life, and any BAMS referrals. We will swing the mic over to Matt, and then we will go to, okay. We will swing the mic over to the non-head shaking person, to Susan Ebbs, and then we will go to Eric. Sorry, Matt, you're right. Yeah. Light bulb. Flash bulb.
Okay, I'm off. Didn't get to stay on the hook there. Thanks, Matt. Good morning, one and all. I'm Susan Ebbs with a company called Melaleuca.com, and we specialize in cleaning products. But our cleaning products are concentrated and they're non-toxic. You could drink them, but you don't want to. But you wouldn't have to go to the poison control department if you happen to have some. You would just have to make sure that you induce some vomiting. Now, let's get on to a nicer topic. I want to talk about Clear Power. This is a fantastic product that you can use on your windows, in your car, or in-house. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, and she had finally took out her air conditioner. Well, you should see the dust and everything else that's accumulated on her windows since the summertime. So she wants to clean her windows before she closes them in and puts the extra window on. This product will help to get the smears away. We also have a microfiber cloth that can help with that. So it's plant-based, it smells nice, but it gets the job done. Less streaks, and so this is what we like to use when we're changing over from one season to the next. So all of our products are ecologically friendly. They also are concentrated, so a little goes a long way. So we're saving the environment by putting less plastic into the environment. BAMs wise, Kat and I had a BAM last week. Thank you very much, Kat. I see you there today. And oh my goodness, I didn't get that information to you. So it's a wake-up call. I better get that going. Let's see. Ongoing business with Wendy Chung and Penny Lee. That's it for me today.
Susan, thank you so much. And so if you know someone that's in furniture retail, have them reach out to Penny Lee. We can utilize their services in this space. And the fickle finger of fate's going to Eric and then Kat. Eric, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning. Eric Sonego from Michael Cote and Associates Professional Corporation. We are located in Guelph, Ajax, Ottawa, Quebec City, Alberta, Manitoba, and Vancouver. We have offices in those cities. We are accountants and management consultants. This office is located in Canada. We specialize in individuals who have challenges in their personal taxes. And we do 80% of the time, we're doing corporations and financial year ends and, T2 returns. And we do nonprofit organizations, which got a message from the government yesterday saying that, yes, they are going to continue being attentive to nonprofit organizations, and that they all have to file corporate tax returns or nonprofit returns, no matter how small they are, and that but they're delaying it for 1 year. So they're saying that if you haven't filed before, you have until the 2026 year end to do it, which is next year. So there is a lot of there's some stuff that came in on the budget yesterday that would affect some of you. but it's too much to go into this here. Maybe if maybe on November 17th, I have to give a presentation to either Monday or Wednesday, and I'll talk about the budget. 613-254-7310, and we're doing business with Susan McGarry. I received her order yesterday. She's not here today, but I'm looking forward to tasting those bars. We bring reason to numbers and numbers to reason.
Eric, thank you so much. The next prompt here is about AdHive, and yeah, either reach out to me and we'll go for a BAM there, or Leila Rezi. She's the manager for public PR for that space. And hey, Kat, what's going on? And then Sam.
Hey. So today I want to ask you about emails, which maybe sounds a bit strange, but how many of you are actually, and I know Bernie does this, how many of you are actually sending out regular emails to your clients, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly? Why not? Do you want people to remember who you are? If the answer is yes, we need to have a BAM. Why? Because we need to get you doing this. We want you to be in front of the right people in the right place at the right time. And if you send them 10 emails and then they come and give you a $10,000 job, your quid's in. Maybe with Sam, changing tires at $10,000 could be a lot, but I don't know.
Tires.
But, you know, we'll have a chat anyway. In terms of BAMs, Susan is the only new person that I've spoken to this week. I have ongoing business with a number of different people. I don't know if you want names or you want me to shut up. I don't care, Bernie. Just tell me which.
Oh, good. Well, good. Give names. It's good. It shows the transactions.
Okay. So Bernie, Tony, Susan McGarry, Wendy Chung, Penny Lee, Kelly. I'm sure there's somebody that I've forgotten. Whoever it is, I will apologize. But I'm sure there is somebody else that I've missed. And I think I'm going to stop there before I embarrass myself any further by forgetting somebody else. Thank you, Bernie.
Yeah, thank you so much. Quick item. This is coming through Canada Growth Network, and something to reach out to Percy Blair or actually talk to Kat if you want to know more. It's about having a CRM website, the whole 9 yards. $40 a month gets you this platform plus access to Canada Growth Network and future masterminds in that space. Mr. Sam, what's happening?
Thank you, Bernie. Again, Sam Stores ConnectedCars.ca. There's my contact information in the chat. Let's see here. Well, first of all, I do dash cameras, but I also do all kinds of minor repairs in cars, oil changes, brake jobs, and doing lots of winter tire installations these days. In fact, I'll take a little bit from Kat. How many people here have their winter tires installed on their car? Oh, there we go. We got, at least Matthew's got, oh, there we go. Susan's got hers. That's good. That's good because my clients are still on the wall. Like I'm getting, a few, but not as many as I should. I guarantee you when the snow hits the ground, I'll get lots of calls, including people asking me to work on Sunday to put the snow tires on their car. That does happen every year, but I resist the opportunity most of the time. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, when it comes to tires, yes. First of all, if you don't have your tires on rims, I recommend you do so. Many people still take tires and put their summer tires on the rims and then put the winter tires on the same rims. What you're doing is, first of all, it's defeating the purpose of saving money because each time you do that, the tires have to be rebalanced. So the place you're getting your work done has to rebalance all 4 of those tires, and they're going to charge you for it. And secondly, it's not good for the tires to be doing that because each time you put them on and off, you're stretching the rubber in the tire where it connects to the rim, and more than likely you're going to get leaks around the rim. So if you do that, I recommend you stop doing that. Buy yourself a set of steel rims at least. And so you have the tires all ready, you put them on the car, and away you go for the winter. Let's see here. I'm sure there was something else I was going to mention, but I'm not going to. BAMs wise, let's see. First of all, dash cameras. Penny Lee's daughter, Amelia, was here last week. I first of all took the dash camera I installed in her previous vehicle out of her car. She traded it in and got a brand new vehicle, and I reinstalled that dash camera in her new vehicle. So if you think that a dash camera can only stay in the car and it's done for life, you're wrong, because I can do it, and it saves her money buying a new dash camera for her new vehicle as I installed the previous one in it. And then our friend Eric Sinego is going to be here on Friday. Hopefully he'll remember to be here for his oil change in his vehicle. That's it for me. Sam Sturris, ConnectedCars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle, and a heck of a lot more.
Well, I think Eric will remember. He'll count first time. Bad pun. Sorry. Folks, if you are having something that's happening in life that's wild and wide and reaching, reach out to Kat. She'll help promote it across the social media platforms that Phoenix has open to it. And just also kind of another quick example, East Redmonds, that's the Zoom link. But more importantly, Kat Hurd's presentation from the week before is there. And so you can see she talks about Google and understanding the Google space and why it's important. Tony, you're looking like you're waiting for, that moment. And the moment is here, sir. Go for it.
Thank you very much, Bernie. And just to add on to Sam's education, do not put windshield wash in your coolant. Ask me how I know. So anyway, we got it all fixed up. We got lucky. We were able to siphon out because they were both pink. The coolant is pink, and so is the windshield wash. And they're literally about 10 inches apart from each other. So when you're in a hurry, that's what happens. But everything went okay in the end. But Tony Jennis from Higher Self, I'm the spirit guy of the group, and I look at things in a much deeper way. I had a client yesterday. Yesterday was really big on I am not enough type of energy. I'm not worthy. I'm not enough. So that's really going around now, because when people start really improving their life, and that's usually what happens, is when things start happening in a positive way, they start realizing, do I really deserve this? Or I haven't worked hard enough for this. And then everything sort of slams down to a break where if your energy isn't in the same place as you are in reality, it'll adjust. So when you start doing well, that's when it starts to peak. You have optimal health. That's when you realize, yeah, but I should be sick. And it sounds like it's not a thing, but it really is. Had one yesterday where a person just did not feel they got a promotion. Their review just came in. Everyone tells them they're doing a fantastic job. And on it goes. Everyone's telling that this is a great, and he still thinks that, yeah, he's just wasting his time in the company. He doesn't know what he's doing, yet he is a supervisor, and everyone comes to him for advice. So it has nothing to do with competence, nothing to do with education or anything. It's a mindset, and it's not only a mindset, but it's an energy that is attached to you. I always use the analogy that, if you take a shark and you have these little fish that stuck to it, and you see those nature shows, and you get these little fish that going for a free ride. Well, those fish aren't the shark. Okay, they're attached to it. And we have those kind of energies like anger, guilt, I'm not enough, and other energies that are just as low vibration, that brings you down, that weighs you down. And so when I come in, although these people have already gone to psychologists and psychiatrists and different people to look at the mind part of it, they couldn't get to the root cause. But then I look at it from an energy perspective, and we can go way deeper. But at the time we had the end of the session, he was able to say that, what I did today was the best I could do, and that is enough. And he said it with conviction in one session. I know it is a terrible business model, because usually people only need to come to me once, maybe twice, and then they're ready to go. They're done. But I like to do things like that because I'm going for the more people rather than just getting one person for 20 years. It's a totally different model, And that's the way that I like to roll. So with all the bowls and frequency I have around me, I got another 10 bowls the other day just to add to the experience of not only the sound baths, but you're getting this in the sessions too. If you want to look at something deeper that's going on with you or someone that you know that's having a rough time, have them call me. They only need to do it once. Tony Jennis from Higher Self. We are here to raise your spirits. And I had some business with Josh, ongoing business with Kat. It's she's amazing, by the way. Oh, did I mention she's amazing? Yeah. Ongoing BAMs with Penny Lee and Eric Senego. I will need to have a chat with you either at the end of this meeting or I can send you an email. I just got a call from our friend CRA, and I just wanted to find out some information. So anyway, that's about it for me, and back to you, Bernie.
Tony, thank you so much. So, Penny Lee is also looking for a bed and breakfast operator, which probably goes hand in hand with marriage. A place for people to honeymoon. No, I'm joking. Bed and breakfast. Yeah, bed and breakfast. So a place to honeymoon at.
Yes.
But yes, or where you could be looking for that for a guest coming in from out of town. And so that all said, now it's what do I do? Well, I talk to people and I connect the different businesses. I find out what they need, try to introduce them to the right individuals, get the right circumstances, results. Also on the podcast Knack for Business, doing really well. We're cruising at 9,000 downloads a week. Gentry Learning, Property Wizard podcast about understanding commercial real estate or understanding investing in real estate. And people like Eric's been on that show, giving the words of wisdom in that space. And probably will have to get in touch with Fred again because, things keep changing from the tax perspective. East Trade Winds, there's the YouTube channel. You can see what's happened in that space. And just another quick promo, Mr. Wayne Pratt's got a book out there, Freshly Brewed Coaching. Otherwise, he won't let me forget it. No. Wayne's pretty good about it, but he's got a book out there. It's about coaching and for the ham sandwich crowd, or it can be whatever you want in between the bread, if you're halal. And we're going to skip over and our guest of honor, who I started to introduce in the beginning, is Mr. Matthew Ledard. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Woo! All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Happy November, everybody. It's getting cold out there. And what a great time for me to be able to present. This is the time that people should be looking at getting their equipment serviced, maintained, to be ready to tackle this long, cold winter we're about to have here. I was really excited when Bernie said April earlier, and I was thinking we're gearing up for a different season. But then he reminded me that we're in November and we're gearing up for the other season. So that's fine. I'm ready for it. Hope you guys are. I'm going to share my screen now. I got a little presentation going to go over with everybody here. So
you're not sharing.
People, sorry,
you're not sharing.
I'm not
share
sharing.
Screen isn't.
Well, that would be a good thing for me to share the screen too with you guys. So here we go, and share. Is that much better now?
Yes. Something's showing up. It hasn't shown up yet. Stand by.
Stand by. Good to go.
There you go. You're lit like a Christmas tree. Go for it, sir.
Awesome. So as most people know here in the group, I work with Airzone HVAC Services. We're Ottawa's premier HVAC company. We have been around since 2007. So going on 19 years of being in business. It was established by Brent Lewis, who's now retired, and his business partner, Steve Teskey. They both ran other HVAC companies in the past, and they got together and created Airzone in a cafe over lunch, and designed our logo on a napkin. as those stories get told, from big companies and stuff like that, how they were incepted. And that's kind of the way Airzone was done. So they brought over 40 years of combined experience to the company here, and we're able to grow it quite quickly to become who we are today. Now we are about 25 employees strong, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner. I've been with the company for over 4 years now, and been very fortunate enough to get into this company. It's a very tight-knit company, local family-run business here. So the owners live in the city, and they're very particular on who they bring in to their team, and because they want to make sure they're growing properly here. Some of the services that we do offer, well, in the areas that we do cover as well, as you can see on the map in the upper level here, we did have a shop out in Pembroke, with Brent being the owner at the time. He lived out in the valley. Unfortunately, since he's retired and his son Taylor has taken over his portion of the business, we're no longer out in the valley. So we go as far as Arnprior, and all the way out to Rockland, Castleman, and down to Smiths Falls, Kempville area. So if you know anybody in that region, be happy to help them out. What we can do for you, we can help improve indoor air quality, install forced air furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, ductless heat pumps, something like what Susan McGarry has installed at her house. We even do boiler systems, hot water heaters, tankless water heaters, fireplaces, radiant flooring. We also do indoor air quality equipment as well. So like HRVs, ERVs, HEPA filter systems, UV lights, multiple different things to help improve the indoor air quality and the comfort in your home. So what to expect with Airzone install, from start to finish. We coordinate and install initial energy audits as required, if they're available for you. We process these rebates, provide alternative payment methods, like financing options, Visa, MasterCard, check, cash, pig, cow, horse, uncut diamonds, firstborn child. We pretty much take it all. So is that okay with you, Eric? We can take pigs, cows, horses, all that kind of good stuff. That's legal tender. Do we get taxed on that? How's that work? That's okay, Eric.
It's okay.
Eric.
It's not okay.
Not okay. Okay. Well, we might have to revise what we take as payment methods, but that's part of what we usually take. So talking to our expert Eric here, we might have to revise that. So if you don't have gas meters, say you're on propane or oil, such as like Bernie is with one of his groups that he's part of, they're looking to get off the oil and get gas meter installed, or get fully electric options installed at their facilities. So that's something that we can coordinate as well for you. We dispose of your old equipment, return your old hot water heaters to the rental companies that you may have been working with, and we provide a full suite of HVAC products and services. We can maintain all this equipment as well. Each technician at Airzone is completely certified with TSSA to work on gas-fired appliances and refrigeration units. This is important. A lot of guys out there can easily go to college at Algonquin for 2 years, come out of there with a gas license, and they can install water heaters, fireplaces, furnaces, so on and so forth. Right now, there's a big struggle in our industry to get certified refrigeration technicians. It's not as easy to get these certificates for refrigeration. Typically, you need 5 years of in the field experience or 10,000 hours of work experience while you're under a apprenticeship. And so our guys that are coming into people's houses have these certificates, and a lot of companies that we compete against don't have these guys available, and they're operating under one certificate and then using that same number for everybody. So they're not actually trained and certified to do these things properly. So something to be aware of if you are shopping around and getting quotes. make sure you ask these right questions. All of our technicians also are factory trained technicians. So every piece of equipment that we install at our clients' homes, they've gone to the factory training for these systems to make sure they know how to install them properly, which again is another big thing. We see a lot of this in the industry where, you know, people are trying to save money. Times are tight, money's tight right now, and everybody's trying to get the cheapest price. The cheapest price is not always the best deal for people. Sure, you're going to save a couple bucks immediately right off the hop, but when you have issues because they hacked it in, didn't do a good job, oversized equipment or undersized equipment, didn't know what they were doing, and you have to start calling these people back to come out and do the repairs on these pieces of equipment. And a lot of times they don't cover these things under warranty. So, you know, you really have to make sure you're picking the right company and looking at AirZone, you know, to get the best install done here in the city, because that's the most important part of the life expectancy and performance of your equipment is picking the right company. Everybody can go buy all this equipment out in the market, but not everybody installs it the same way. So we're licensed and registered with the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating. We're a member of the Ottawa Chamber of Commerce, TSSA certified. We have HRAI trained experts on our team, and we're part of the Ottawa Construction Association. Some of the products that we work with from our suppliers, we're huge Lennox dealers and Rheem partners, as well as Mitsubishi, Bosch, and Amana. Our two main products of choice typically are the Lennox and Rheem products that are available. They make a robust lineup that takes care of our customers, and we don't have to go around repairing them all the time, and which makes our customers happy. Some of the indoor air quality equipment that we can offer too to help improve indoor air quality in the home. You know, especially with winter coming up, we keep all of our windows and doors closed. We don't leave them open, so we tend to build up these pollutants inside of our home, which can be harmful to our health and make us feel off, down, and just sick. So, you know, you can upgrade your filtration system. The one on the left, the little square cabinet with the white door, is an upgraded 5-inch filtration system. We install these into many of our clients' homes. This helps improve airflow through the home. So a lot of people have issues getting airflow to the upper floors, or they have, you know, a lot of dust particulate in the air. This filtration system, you can use a high level of filter to be able to get some more smaller particulates out, but not restrict airflow at the same time. You know, reducing air noise in the house and promoting better airflow to the upper floors and throughout the whole home. These filters on this cabinet typically only have to be replaced every 6 months. So a lot of people are replacing their 1-inch filters every, you know, 2 months, 3 months, and they're going out and spending 25, 30 bucks on these high-end 3M or, you know, Kirkland brand filters that are actually harmful to your furnace. For a lot of the part, they are super restrictive materials that they use on these filters, and they put a lot of back pressure on blower motors and create a lot of issues on your equipment, not allowing it to work properly, and also hindering the comfort in your home by not allowing the airflow to get throughout the home as they should be. So this is something that we do a lot of to help our clients get improved airflow and better air quality. If you have some severe allergies or even concerned about the quality of the air, the one in the middle, the big black cabinet with the 2 ports on the side, that is a HEPA filtration system. So that system there, it's like a bypass system. So it scrubs the air and more or less hospitalizes the air in your home to remove the finer, smaller particulates that your main filter system cannot, and really does a huge difference in the home for air quality. We also do UV lighting systems as well, which removes volatile organic compounds, you know, things that are very harmful that we don't even realize that we have going on in our home. You know, people always like to have these, you know, air fresheners, Glade plugins, scented candles, all these things. And these things are actually really harmful to our health. They emit volatile organic compounds. It's off-gassing of these products as they age. And it's from everything in your house, not just those candles and that. It's the new building material, new carpets, hardwood flooring, countertops, you know, a lot of things that we bring into the home. These things have to off gas, and we constantly breathing in these gases that these things are producing. So, you know, in order to, you know, improve the air quality, these are some of the options that we can have. Smart technology, you know, if you're tired of having to get up and go to the thermostat and change your temperature, or if you're at the cottage or on vacation somewhere, you can actually get some pretty smart technology out there to be able to control the comfort of your house from the touch of your phone. Some of these thermostats have perimeter sensors on them, where it senses that you've gone so far from your house, actually puts the system into hibernation mode or vacation mode, and it drops, you know, the temperatures down so you're not, you know, increasing your energy bills. And then as you move back towards your house and you get within the parameter that the system is set to, typically 40 kilometers, it will sense that you're within that 40-kilometer perimeter, kick the system in and bring it back up to the temperature that you're looking for, or that you're desired when you're in your house. So when you get home, it's actually like the system is never shut off and it was left at that same temperature the whole time. So also sends you some signals too. So say if you're away on vacation, you can get alerts from your system if something happens and it fails, to be able to send a technician out there or family member to go have a look at what's going on and get somebody there to make sure your pipes don't freeze. Some of the equipment we've installed over the years, the one on the right with the big bay window, those are heat pumps. We do a ton of heat pumps systems. That's a Mitsubishi system there. This house was quite large and actually required 2 of them for what the guy was trying to achieve. So that's what we did there. And on the left-hand side of the screen is your typical furnace water heater. And as you can see there, we've got the upgraded filtration system at the bottom of the return side attached to the side of the furnace. So very easy to access those filters on that. That little door opens up and you easily grab a hold of that 5-inch filter and slide it out. And you're not trying to get your fingers into that little 1-inch opening to get that filter out and fighting with it all the time and breaking your nails and whatnot. So AirZone Family Plan. So we offer ways to help protect your investment. These equipment, you know, they're great when they're installed, and you know, but they do require a little bit of upkeep on a semi-regular basis. TSSA makes me recommend that you get one done on an annual basis on your gas-fired equipment. It's not a bad thing to do. It helps it, you know, run, you know, perform better, using less energy, and you know, helps prevent you from having a major failure during the hottest or coldest times of the year. So you also get, if you're on a family plan with us, you'll get priority servicing. So if there's an issue with the equipment and there's a big lineup of people to get taken care of, you actually get priority servicing over people that don't have a protection plan. You also get discounts off of repairs and maintenance during regular scheduled maintenance, and also off of accessories such as filters, thermostats, and so on and so forth. We can do this on monthly billing if that's something that you're interested in, where it's about $16.99 a month, or we can do a one-time payment of $203.88, and that covers you for the year. Referral program. If anybody knows anybody that is interested in getting some equipment installed, if they pass our information on and somebody reaches out to us and they mention your name, we offer a $50 Visa gift card for this. Word of mouth is the best way, and hence why I'm in the group here to get some leads. So if anybody's interested or knows somebody, please pass on my information, and I got a $50 Visa gift card for you. Big part of the community. We work with Make-A-Wish Foundation. We actually met up with Mike Wazowski. He was a big part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now he's got some other sort of foundation that he's doing. I think it's tied into that somehow. And AirZone is jumping in on this and is going to be working with Mike to get some of this stuff done and be part of the community even more. We sponsor hockey teams. We're part of ICSS, which is low income housing in the city. We worked with Santa Claus parades for a few years. I don't think we're doing this one this year, but yeah. That's it for me, people. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to open up the floor to some questions. If anybody has any questions for me at this point.
Stop the share there, Matt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam, hey, that's a surprise. You're asking a question, man. Go for it, Sam. Sorry.
That's okay. Matthew, thank you for your presentation. First of all, I want to pass along my agreement when it comes to going cheap and costing you a lot more money in the long run. I had a customer, it was like the spring of this year, and they asked me to do brakes on their vehicle. And when they brought the vehicle to me, it needed both front and back. And then I found out that the person said, well, I just had the backs done not so long ago. And I said, well, they definitely need to be done. And they told me that they had a neighbor do the brakes on the back of their vehicle, cheap for them. And unfortunately, they only lasted 30,000 kilometers because of that. So, be careful who you get to do work for you. If they don't do good work, it may cost you a lot more in the end. And that's exactly what happened to that customer, unfortunately. So I agree 100% with what you said. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, just a quick note about that. I used to be in the trucking business, and I had a moving company for many years. And every time we wanted to save money on parts or labor or something to do with attaching something to the truck, we always had to buy it again right near the end. And then as soon as we went top of the line and getting it done right, we never had to worry about it again. And that included the truck itself. We bought a really cheap truck. It was very, very inexpensive. We got it for $2,500. We put $7,500 into it to get it on the road, And so I said, wouldn't it be better if we just paid $12,000 for this truck? And because eventually you're going to pay that or more because you still have an old truck that's. But you're right about the quality. You got to go and get the best because you never have to worry about it again. And it seems interesting that the time when you have the least money is when you got to buy it again. But if you would have bought the quality, you could just keep going, sort of thing. So it's cheaper to buy it when it's a good quality because that's why it's that cost because you're getting all of it up front and you don't have to worry about it again. So yeah, no, it's and I hear a lot of things from Arizona that you just got to go in once for you guys, and it's so you got a good staff there, Matt. So way to go.
Thank you very much.
Matt,
BAMs wise, I had a little BAM with Susan McGarry last week.
Okay.
I bought some of her bars, those meal replacement bars.
Okay.
They're actually really good. I just had one there just now. I had the double chocolate one.
Oh yeah, they're brownies. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the peanut butter one. Man,
I like the peanut butter too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Matt, quick question. If someone's on their friends and family plan, how long does it take you guys to respond within the city? Assuming first off, where do you respond from? Are you dispersed resource-wise, or are you coming out of the garage in one location?
We're coming out of Colonnade Road.
Okay.
Just off Maribel. So it really depends on availability. I don't run the service department there. Chelsea's the one that coordinates all that kind of stuff. I know we do keep available spots for family members to have available. So like right up to the day before. So today if I have spots available for priority servicing for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's usually within 24 to 48 hours, typically for the most part.
Okay.
And we do have 24-hour emergency after hours calls as well. So you can get somebody 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The discounts for servicing is based on regular scheduled maintenances. So that kind of that's where your discounts come in, but the priority servicing helps get somebody there quicker.
Got it.
I was getting a little excited about the April thing too, because that means my motorcycle is back on the road.
Yeah, I was just about to go get my boat out, make a call to the marina and be like, yo, get my boat ready. I'm coming to pick it up. It's April.
I know.
Bernie.
Yeah, you
geez,
take Eric and I with you.
yeah.
We'd have to go to the other side of the hemisphere to get that result. Maybe we go to Australia, we could do that. But we all have a heavy accent then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll close this up for a quote for the day. If you want to lift yourself up, lift someone else. Lift up someone else. And that's from Booker T. Washington.